welcome back students. So today we are going to start another topic, that is chart and diagram. Before this I would just like to give you a quick review and the picture whatever we covered yesterday. We had discussed yesterday about the precautions while writing report, means what are the various things which we should keep in our mind while writing a report. So this thing we covered. So far in the unit number 5 we have discussed what is report, how to write a good report, what are the characteristics of good report, and what are the various things which we should keep in our mind while writing a report. So mechanism of report writing we were done with. We also discussed the types of report, features of a good report, parts of report, sections of a report. So these things we have covered so far, and I expect that you people have gone through it. Mechanism of report writing was also covered yesterday itself. Bibliography and all these things, precautions, so these things were covered. So now today we will start with the fresh topic, that is chart and diagram, and these two topics are there only, and after the completion of this topic we would be done with our unit number 5. Unit number 4 might be also covered by the ma'am, and I expect that you people are just practicing the numerical and discussing the problem with ma'am. So this is what I am expecting from you people. Now without wasting much time, let's start the chart and diagram topic. So this is something it's not like that you are just totally unaware with this topic, that what is chart or what is diagram. You have an idea. Why? Because you have drawn certain graphs in economics, right? So you have done this in 10th 11th, you have done this histograms, charts, how to draw these pie charts. So all these things you have discussed. So this is one and the same thing. And why we are discussing in this? Because whenever we are going to write our report and we are done with the findings part, so we have to show our result with the help of these charts, diagrams and graphs only. So that's why we study here, right? In unit number 4 you are having various statistical tools with the help of which you are going to do the calculations, you are going to do the analysis of the data which you have already collected, and now by using these charts and diagrams you will be showing your results so that it can be easily understood by the one for whom you are writing the report. Means the clarity can be there, the people can understand the things just having a glance over these diagrams. So that's why we draw these diagrams. Okay, so just look at the definition of it. A chart, diagram or picture or graph is something to make information very clear to understand for the receiver. Means for whomsoever we are writing the report, we are just representing the things with the help of diagram so that the person can easily understand the things. He should not face trouble in understanding the things. So that's why we draw it. Now let's have a look over the diagram. So this is the example of graph, and with the help of this diagram we are just trying to depict it, that the sales of the ice cream on different days of a week, like on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. There are 7 days in a week, and what we have done with the help of this diagram, we are trying to show that how many number of people are consuming ice cream on these very days, right? And by observing this diagram we can easily say that the sales of ice cream is maximum on Sunday, as we can see here. This, as we can see here, that in this case this is maximum, right? So we can say that maximum sales would be on Sunday, and then next we are having on Thursday, right? And the least sale which we have identified is on Wednesday. So these diagrams are drawn just to make the things easily understand, just to make the things very much clear for the one who is going to understand it, for the one who is going to read this report. So that's why we draw this. Now the significance of diagrams and graphs, they are attractive and impressive. Obviously whenever we are going to draw any diagram and graph, so these are considered to be more attractive, right? Suppose if I talk about this diagram, so with the help of this graph you have shown, so clarity is there. While on the other hand, instead of drawing these graph, you are writing the things in points, right? If you are writing the things in points, so definitely it will be a problem for the receiver to understand the things. Why? Because one by one he will be just going through the points and then he will reach to a certain conclusion. But in this case, he need not to read any point. He will just have a look over this graph and can easily interpret, right. On in the case of this on Sunday we are having maximum sales. So for what happens in this case is, first thing is it is looking pretty attractive, and second thing is we are not going to waste any time in just going through the things, right. So they are attractive and impressive. Second is they make data simple and intelligible, and then they make comparison possible. As you can see in this diagram, I can easily make the comparison that on Sunday we are having maximum sale, on Wednesday we are having minimum sales, right. Average sale is on Tuesday and Saturday, and second highest sales is on Thursday. So with the help of this diagram I can easily interpret the things. They save time and labor, as I told you earlier also. If you are going to do the interpretation, you are writing the things in point. Number one, sales is maximum on Saturday. Second highest sales is on Sunday. Third highest sales is on say like on Wednesday. And if you are writing the things in points, so definitely first thing is you are going to put a lot of effort in writing those points, right. And it will be difficult and time consuming process for the one who is going to read it. So that is why it is considered to be more convenient way to write the things in your report. They have universal utility, means these are utilized, means it is something which is universal in nature. They give more information. Maximum information can be given in few points only, in few words only, and they have a great memorizing effect, right. As we have seen this, and this is experimentally proven also, that pictures have a good grasping kind of a thing. Means if you are just having a look over a picture, so you can memorize the things. Instead, if the things are written in points or in paragraph, so it would be difficult for you to memorize the things. So pictures are always a best mode to retain the things in your mind. Now, construction of diagrams and graphs. So when we talk about construction of diagrams and graphs, so number one is the title, means every diagram must be given a suitable title. So you should give a suitable title to each and every diagram, so that it can be easily to understand to the receiver that what this diagram is all about, and it can easily be portrayed. Proportion between width and height, so these are the certain things which you can maintain, that how much width I have to take, how much height we have to take. So it should not be very much cumbersome, or it should not be very much complicated to understand the things. So things graph or diagram should be mentioned in such a way that there should not be a condition of hodgepodge. Clarity should be there. Selection of scales, so it is always advised that you should take a scale of like 5, 10, 20 or 20, 40, 60. In this way you should avoid to take the this odd numbers like 1, 3, 5, 7. So odd numbers should be avoided, and we should prefer to have the multiples of 5 or 10. Footnotes, in order to clarify certain points about the diagram, footnotes may be given at the bottom of the diagram. So these all are the things which we have covered so far. So that's all for today, and remaining rest of the things we'll cover